a super pro tip today. Super pro tip. Now, a lot of times you won't need to do this, but let's say that your project called for a very long, let's say you wanted this cut in half this way to maybe make a big landscape picture or something like that. If you notice, this will not fit in my shear long ways. It's too long. Impossible for me to cut lengthwise. So I'm going to give you a big pro tip on how you can cut this in half with hand tools. I have several squares in the shop, but I have learned a long time ago never to trust a square. I don't know if my workbench can be a little out of round or whatever. So let's just say, also another tool that you should always have in your shop is grease pencils. I have black ones and white ones. We do a lot of sign work, and these come in super handy. I got these right off Amazon. They are Stabilos, S-T-A-B-I-L-O. Paper, glass, plastic, and metal. Just a grease pencil. So what I'm going to do, this piece of metal is 12 inches wide. So I'm just going to make a mark at 6. Come to this end. Make a mark at 6. I'm going to use my square. Bring the metal out until it touches flat with the square. You can use a ruler, or definitely want something metal. This actually, I think, came from Hobby Lobby. And the square actually is pretty lined up. So here's what we're going to do to cut this metal long ways. We're going to score it with a razor blade. Now, I use this is a carpet knife, is what it is. I like carpet knives because the blade is sharp on both sides. So around the shop when we're opening boxes and stuff, a lot of times I'll use this side, and when I'm trying to do delicate cutting, I'll use this side. The blade is sharp on this end and the other end, so the blade can be flipped over. And in the handle, maybe I can show you. In the handle, it houses more blades. So this is a super handy utility knife to have around. You don't have to use this knife. Any kind of razor knife will do. You want it to be a brand new blade, however. Okay? So our metal edge is on the metal plate. It's lined up with the 2 dots. Now all I'm going to do is, using the corner of that blade, I'm going to run it right down the metal. Not lots of pressure. I'm just giving it medium pressure. Now as I do it the second time, I'm giving it more pressure because I'm in a track. I can feel that track. Now I'm giving it a lot of pressure this time. And one more time. Okay. So what we have done is we have scored this metal sheet. Now you want to do this. This is a stainless sheet, and you can see the lines gone all the way through it. You want to cut this from the back side. So if you were doing white sublimated metal, you'd want this to be the back. So now if you look, when I put pressure on this, it will just literally cut and break right in half. And then as a good rule, this is actually pretty good, but get you a little sanding block, and when you're done, just one time over the edge to make sure you don't have any sharp edges. And now you've cut a long piece, and that's big enough for a heat press. You could put a panoramic view on that or do whatever you want. But that's how to cut metal by hand.